Okay, children. So I was speaking about how the personal as well as the community health affect or how both will matter for one's health. So there's a picture given here, that is the 5 F's, what is to be done. So fecal matter, that is the feces. So if this fecal matter, okay, see what are the 5 S to be done for the proper disposal. So fluids, then fingers, then flies, then fields and floods. So prevention of transmission of diseases by maintaining sanitation and hygiene. So fecal matter, fluids protect the water source. So treat and store water safely. Suppose if it gets mixed, then it's going to be what is that? It will cause diseases. So protect the water source from the fecal matter. So treat and store water safely, that is by boiling, etc. Next, fingers. So wash hands before preparing and taking food. Wash hands after defecation. That means we have to properly wash hands after the defecation, and before having the food we shall have to wash the hands with proper soap or sanitizer, etc. Next, flies. Cover the food and also control the flies. Then clean vegetables and fruits before use. Avoid open defecation. That means we have to use washrooms or restrooms. So open defecation has to be avoided. So proper drainage system, then also the treatment of water. So these are the 5 F's that is to be done for the proper disposal of fecal matter, or also to avoid the diseases, that is the prevention of transmission of diseases by maintaining sanitation and hygiene. So this diagram you have to just go through. So coming to the next one, what is the differences between healthy and disease free? So healthy means it is healthy attitude, that is it is the physical, mental as well as social well-being. Disease means I have already told you it is discomfort or uneasiness. So it can be due to various reasons. So this is the difference between disease and healthy, or disease free or healthy. Okay, so now let us know more about the disease. So disease and its causes. So under this topic we will learn what does disease look like. Okay, children, how do we know that like we are suffering from a disease? Okay, for example, okay, before that, see there are so many organ systems functioning in our body, inside our body, that is inside the body of all the living organisms. For example, if we take digestive system, what does digestive system has? It has stomach, it has intestines where the digestion process will go on, etc. Then we have the excretory system where the kidneys are there, urinary bladder where the urine formation takes place, that will be carried to the bladder, then again it is thrown out. So there are so many systems that is functioning inside our body to maintain proper health, that is for the survival of the living organisms. So what is, how do we know that we are suffering from a disease? So we will come to know that there will be some changes in the functioning of our body. So what are these changes called? So these are nothing but the signs and symptoms of the disease. So the improper functioning of any of the organs or tissues inside the body, okay, will lead to certain changes in the body, and this is nothing but the signs and symptoms. Okay, but it is not necessary that like looking at the signs we will come to know the cause of the disease. For example, if we take headache, simple headache, okay, headache, everyone will suffer from headache. So the headache can be due to stress, okay, or can be due to long screen time, that is looking at the screen, that is the laptop or TV, etc., for a longer duration, or some serious or deadly diseases like meningitis or brain tumor, etc. So headache is only the sign of the disease. Okay, so looking at this symptom, that is the headache, we will not know the cause of the disease. So what the doctors will do, so the doctors will actually see the signs based on the symptoms of the disease. So symptoms you can give example like headache, then body pain, like for in the viral diseases we get the body pain, then fever, then sometimes pus, wounds or rashes on the body. So these are some of the symptoms or the changes that takes place. So doctor will always see for the signs, okay, or the signs of the diseases will depend on the symptoms, or further the doctor will prescribe for the diagnostic test where he will come to know the root cause of the disease. So we will come to know whether we are suffering how do we know that we are suffering from a disease? So we will come to know by the signs and symptoms, that is the changes that will take place in our body. So these changes will again take place because of the improper functioning of the organs or the cells or tissues present in our body. So this is how a doctor will know whether that person is suffering from any particular disease or not. So more reliable will be the diagnostic test. So from the diagnostic test, it can be the blood test or the scan, etc. So the doctor will come to know exactly the person from which disease he or she will be suffering. So this is about how what does disease look like. So coming to the next one, that is the types of diseases, that is the acute and the chronic diseases, and infectious and the non-infectious diseases I will be teaching in the online class. Thank you.